Sit down, my G. It's cold. Yeah, you gotta make it cold in here for cuz he get to running around and playing crazy. So you gotta make it cold. Gotta get a little nip tuck into. So he'll have a seat. Just a little quick sneak live. What's good, baby? D3, DT3. What's good, baby? You know, just dealing with it. Dealing with these folks. Doing too much. We just about to talk some little boxing, see what's going on. Ain't nobody talking boxing because ain't nothing really to talk about. They talk about news. I talk about skills. Man, I see Tank stopping him. Because anytime you get in there trying to box, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. What y'all think about it? Conor Ben ain't that big neither. Pause. Kind of small. Pause. You know what I mean? Sneak live. You already know. Sneak live. You already know what it is. My bad. I had to get that volume ready though. No movement, no defense. It just depends, man. Cause when you feel how heavy somebody punching, it make you think different. Hey, he might be. I mean, listen, if you don't move your head in there, you gonna get stopped. I don't think Gervonta really tripping. He about to go get that overseas cash though. He liquidating. Staying busy. It's a decent opponent. The soulmates. He's saying you was mentioning Spence versus Ben. Man, I think Spence may be damaged goods. I never mentioned Spence versus Connor Ben, bro. I don't even know. What? Bro? Nah, bro. I don't know what you talking about. You just yapping. I never mentioned that. I never mentioned cuz, bro. I don't know what you talking about. You just yapping. What I do know is, hey, hit that cash app and the like button. That's what you can do. Hit that cash app and that like button. The thing is with Connor, look, this is what he gonna do real quick. I'm gonna take a look at Connor, give you some reactions. Look, I'm about to take a look at Cuz real quick, give you some reactions. See what he twerking with. Pause. Connor Ben. Let's look at these highlights. You think Dobson was gun shy, early, or cautious? I'm about to see, cause Dobson be on the thing on Instagram talking, but he don't look that nice in there. Peter Dobson. And listen, I'm here just to be truthful. Yeah, that's cuz. We about to see. It's- you gotta have skill. I don't. I'm not really concerned with who you are. Connor Ben tatted though. We about to see. Dobson already looks stiff. He already scared to get hit. Connor Ben is gonna get stopped by Tank Davis. He move his head though. He just ain't sweet. He just ain't nice. Yeah, facts. Wayman Casey. Facts. And he got like decent defense fundamentals, but he out there just throwing hard shots. He really not sweet like that. We just taking a look at him. Connor Ben is gonna get stopped by Tank. He's gonna get stopped. I'm watching this right now. He's gonna get stopped. Dobson throwing punches with his chin all in the air. He got decent defense though. I will say that he is decent. He ain't bad, but he a little stiff and awkward. Dobson working now. A lot of these guys I watch, dog, they don't have good fundamentals. That's why they be lacking. Like their fundamentals be garbage, dog. Like Dobson got decent fundamentals, but he don't know how to step with his punches, and he keep turning his head on shots. But he is giving some good work back, trying to stay calm. It's just like little things I see that could be fixed with, mid work and repetition. Good shot. Dobson got some good a decent defense though. In the shell, like he just ain't answering out of it. Dobson need help with footwork, but he got decent D. He moving his head, slipping and catching punches. Cuz can't really touch him. Like he Connor Ben, his problem watching, he don't know how to place his punches and take his time. And he reacts to getting hit in a flustered manner. Like dang, and he like moving like there's no need for all of that. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look, see how Dobson throwing a jab, but he not stepping in properly. His feet is bad. And then you see how Connor Ben is answering. He not placing the punches. He not placing nothing. This is fair use. Look, he not placing none of them. He throwing wild combinations. No man, like you got to work better than that. That's not good, decent work because you're not placing and sitting down on the punches and putting them there. That's the difference from being sharp and looking like that. Dobson is catching the punches and he looked good doing that. But at the same time, the footwork is what's not is slowing you down from answering back in a good manner. You know what I'm saying? The footwork. You gotta really get better at the footwork. That's what it really is. Like that footwork is, man, that John is so important because if your footwork not right, it's gonna be detrimental from you getting off your shots. Straight punches will do damage. Not even just straight punches. Is you have to have good footwork in order to get your any shot off. Your punches is not gonna come out properly if you don't have your feet in order, planted. You know what I mean? Your punches gonna get off sloppy, and then it's really on how you place your punches. Like you have to take your time and place them knuckles up in there. He just throwing wild shots. Like the shot's too wild. He not placing nothing. I'm looking at him right now. No, I'm looking right now. Yeah, like he trying to throw hard instead of just placing them there. Connor Ben doesn't have any power, and he don't really have. He move his head, but he doesn't move it with a purpose. Notification gang chilling, bro. Hey, what's up? So the notifications working. Here for the boxing knowledge as usual. Hope all is well with you and the fam. Oh, you know it's good, baby. We working. Dobson kind of rushing his shots too, but they not looking totally bad. They looking like work for somebody to stay busy. That's what they look like. What, bro? Stay out the window. Look, this nigga all up in the window doing too much. Leo, don't get slapped, bro. You going back in the stool. Look, that was a good overhand, but he ain't got no power. This is a good fight for Tank and a good awkward style. In this fight, oh, hey, listen, listen to what I'm saying. This fight, this fight is for Javante to get used to that style versus Devin Haney because Connor Ben has is kind of like Devin. You know, he kind of awkward. He throwing wild, hard shots. You know what I mean? Like if you watch Connor Ben and you watch Devin Haney, you could see similarities. Even though Devin Haney is a better boxer, but Connor Ben is athletic. He got good, decent footwork, and that's what they're. See, this is when you got to understand boxing as a business and as um how you build your skill set in fights. And yeah, jab don't matter against a left-handed fighter though. That's the part where, like I said, you have to understand boxing. When you left-handed, a jab don't really matter because you're gonna be pawing with your jab like this, taking the jab away. It's not even gonna be a thing. We that's boxing 1-on-1. So it's really not gonna matter, and it's gonna be some. And Conor Ben is a stepping stone, so he can get used to that sporadic style. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you when you come in on Devin, he just get to throwing shots. You know what I mean? The way he move his head and the way everything he doing, it's similar to Conor Ben. I could see it. So that's why I'm on here explaining that because that is something that you can very well see and understand. They're definitely banking. They're definitely banking on that Connor Ben and Tank. So that way, when he gets in there with Devin, he's just got in there with a right hander. Dude be moving. Dude be, you know what I mean? It's a good way to get your feet wet against that movement style. Cause you know Floyd used to do that all the time. Floyd would get in there. He'll fight a Gennaro Hernandez, and then next he'll be fighting Diego Corrales, and or you know he'll fight a Tony Pep, and then he'll be fighting Gennaro Hernandez. Like they're fighting them fights to they're fighting them fights because they need to stay busy, but they need a similar style. You don't just run in there with somebody who be boxing, moving all crazy. You don't just get in the ring with them type of folks right away without having a nice a fight ahead of you to get you ready for that style with somebody who not gonna hurt you, and then you can make that fight even a bigger scrap. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all don't think that's what they're doing, you're gonna be mistaken because everything is strategic, everything is planned. You know, it's boxing. First of all, ZB Craft, Devin and Tank will blaze Connor. No, they will, but that's what I'm saying. It'll be a Devin and Connor will be a better fight, but Tank is gonna blaze both of them. Pause. Because just the sharpness and the skill set, the ability to land and place punches, the power. Devin is definitely good, but like at that level, them guys not scared of Devin's speed or nothing because they're fast too. So you just gotta really know that, understand it, because it do make a difference. You know, some things that people get in there with, they don't like. You know, like speed bother Regis. But see, the reason why that speed was bothering Regis because Regis was supposed to just go in there with the Marvin Hagler mentality. He did not. That was his fault. Like, believe me, you put the right person in. Now, listen, I'm gonna tell you why this makes sense. It's because when Devin fought Jojo Diaz, how come he ain't dropping? I know the reason why he didn't though is because he didn't have Ramon Matthews either. You know what I'm saying, my little bro? This a clown right now. He didn't let people get in his head, but that's on him. But when you understand that it takes repetition and different things like that, and it depends on who you working with, those things definitely make a difference in there in the boxing ring. They make a complete difference because it's all about memory, training to throw certain punches over and over and over, and seeing it and slowing down, and that makes a difference. So when you get in there with Tank, if you don't know how to see the shots that's coming, pause. You're gonna get you're gonna get stopped. It's not like they're not hard to see, but they definitely they definitely coming quick, and you have to be relaxed in there. You gotta have a good jab. You gotta know these things. But even when Devin gets in there, it's different when you got 8 ounces on, dog. You not all that jabbing. You be about to put that thing away. ZB Craft, just to let you know, Israel and Palestine are two fictitious names of the same place. Just to let you know, they're both arguing over nothing because Israel is a concept of the mind and Palestine is a corporate organization that's running the land known as Canaan. Now, shall we move on? It's Hamza, UGC, but it's all good. He said, "Yo, Hamza, why Canelo don't want that Benavidez smoke, but willing to face Jamal and Bud?" I I'm not going because I Benavidez it's just not enough money right now. That's just what it is. It's business and boxing. Benavidez got to do something more than that. Like he beat Caleb, but that's already after Canelo beat him. He just got to stay busy. I don't even think he could beat Cuz. Um, no, I don't want to hear nothing about the Charlos not getting no work with Canelo, because just a year or two ago, everybody was saying that Canelo don't be wanting to fight the Charlos. Now he's stopping them. Now y'all not trying to see him. I'm not trying to hear that either. So we're not gonna act like that wasn't a thing. Like everybody wanted them Charlos in there with a man known as Canelo. Now that Canelo is about to be in there with the Charlos, y'all acting like that's not a thing. Like, no, bro, we not doing that. Cause I noticed that for a while when it Canelo, oh, he ain't trying to fight nobody black, and he ain't trying to do this, and all right, now he got in there with them jokers, and now they getting stopped and looking crazy. Now is why he ain't trying to fight Benavidez. Hey man, it don't matter who he beat, it's always gonna be somebody else. That so Floyd haven't done nothing. Danny Jacobs hasn't done anything. Who else? Let's go down the Canelo resume. Iris Laurie Londa, Iris Laurie Londa, Laura. Sorry, Iris Landy Laura. He hasn't done anything. Cap. Uh, who else we got in there? Austin Trout. He was actually a champion. Um, Callum Smith. He was a champion. Triple G. He was really the weakest on the resume for me, but I get it. He beat Danny Jacobs. That was really all who he ever beat. Who else we got in there that Canelo beat? Kovalev. Come on, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Let's keep going. Yeah, Charlo, who was undisputed. Who else we got? Miguel Cotto. Who else? Um, you know, I mean, I could just keep going. All you got to do is look and see how many world champions he beat. That's how you know if somebody did something, by how many world champions they beat. Not what you think. That be the problem. If we leave it up to y'all cat. He beat 23 world champions, my G. It is what it is. Not him, but Floyd. But once you in there with Floyd, you was in there with somebody. And other than that, he wouldn't be where he at. And he was undisputed. He beat Caleb Plant. You know, let's see. I think one Charlo is good enough. Hamza Benavidez been a number one spot. Yeah, I used to say this shit to y'all about Errol, and y'all used to be capping. So no, both of the Charlos need to get whooped because y'all was saying that Cuz didn't want to work. That's it. And then whenever he do get that Benavidez work, because you're not gonna keep pressuring him about it, he's gonna get it. Like I don't see why that's a thing. Like Benavidez been on the ground before against lesser opponents. Like what are you talking about? Like not you, blood, but like just people in general. Like he gonna get when he get the Benavidez work, y'all gonna change up that tune again. Y'all gonna change it up. I already know. I already know. Benavidez is an okay fighter. I wouldn't mind seeing Benavidez against Bivol before I see him against Canelo, because Bivol is real. It's pretty real in there. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't mind seeing that. I would not mind it one bit. Man, hit that cash app though. YouTube, I'm done with this YouTube work for a minute, cause they be BSing. Hit that cash app though. But yeah, these jokers, they need to realize that when you Canelo, they always gonna have something. Cause they was doing that with Floyd. It was always a man. No, if he did, man, it just don't work like that. Like people be at where they at because they be good for real. That's just be what it is. Oh no, Bivol cannot outbox Better Biev. Better Biev got work, bro. I did a film study on Cuz. He listen, he is nice in there. Better Biev is nice from what I seen. Listen, he be in there, yop 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 yop. He be putting. Listen, that's who Canelo can't see. Better Biev. That man is nice in there, bro. Bivol is nothing. He good, but he ain't gonna be able to do nothing with. I wouldn't mind seeing Bivol against Yard. I think Yard might mess around and do something with Bivol. Oh yeah, I gotta see that. I got to see that, brethren. Bivol and Better Biev. That is a fight that I want to see, bro. That's a great fight. That is a scrap. I want to see that. That's a good scrap, if you ask me. I wouldn't mind taking a look at him. That's gonna be some work. I want to see that. I want to see that. Yeah, undisputed supremacy. That's gonna listen. I'm going with B-ball for the. I'm not. I'm going with Better Biev for the stoppage. Listen, Better Biev has a decent jab. He's busy. This is gonna be a good style because Bivol gonna be having to put some punches together, and he gonna have to stay on that bike because once Better Biev get the pop pop, he be really working, bro. He be really working. I'm not saying he is a guarantee, but it is kind of hard with that with his all his shots be smoke. Pause. And it's not like he got bad. Yo, we back. My bad. Somebody had called. Yeah, so look, we definitely want to see B-Ball and better be if that's gonna be some good work, dog. I'm sorry, that's gonna be great work. That's gonna be some great work. If you ask me, buddy, that's something I'm here to see, and I'm here to want to see. Undisputed supreme PC. Let's work. Cause better be if I like his skill set. He got a nice good skill set. He not in there slouching. Leo, I said he got a skill set. Relax. You know better be if don't be playing. He be in there working. So yeah, I definitely want to see that. We definitely have to see it. It's gonna be a good scrap. Definitely gonna be a good scrap. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Y'all got better be if B-Vol. You know, it's just the thing about B-Vol. He doesn't have decent head movement, and Cuz be going to the guts, dog. Like Cuz is in them, like he going to the guts, my G. Like I'm gonna just be honest with you. Cuz is going to your guts, Leo. He going to your guts. So you tell me what's going on. Like Cuz gonna be going to your guts. B-Vol is going to the guts. So not B-Vol, better be. If I keep getting their names mixed up because they both got them Eastern Johns. Yeah, better be going. I mean, better be going to the guts. He be going upstairs with the work. Pause. It's gonna be some decent work, and it's gonna be better than decent. It's gonna be some good work, and that's a fight that I would like to see personally with better be a skill set. You know, I watched him. He really be doing some stuff in there, and he's older, and he got subtle defense, and you know that's number one over here. And I noticed something with B-Vols last John is that he really don't have defense because when he was in there with Canelo, he was reluctant to do his regular boxing, which showed me that he was smart. But then it also showed me that he don't have the ability to have skill head movement to keep him out of harm's way. He rather use the high guard, and that's something that I noticed. And I don't, you don't have to be a genius to notice it, but you do got to know boxing. And I noticed that Bivol did not he was reluctant to try to use head movement against Canelo because he see, and that's the one thing that I noticed. Like I know that who you got to get in there and move your head with, and if you don't, they gonna knock it off. Pause. So once you start moving the dome piece, or you trying like how Canelo got start working on his head movement. If you don't work on your head movement, dog, you gonna get smoked. And I knew when I seen B-Vol working and he went to the high guard, I'm like, he don't normally fight like that. That's because he wasn't comfortable with going to the head movement to block the power of Canelo. So that's one thing you could just look at. Like you could just look at that and see it. You know what I'm saying? Once you see that, then you know what's going on. And that's how I could picture what's going on. It's all about the tendencies of the boxer. Like it's what they used to doing and what they changing up, what they not doing. Once you start seeing that type of stuff, then I'm like, oh no, he not comfortable with this type of defense, so he gonna play it safe. What's good? So he gonna play it safe because playing it safe to get you a win instead of trying to do something you're not good at. That'll get you put to bed. And that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to be in there doing something you're not comfortable with if you actually haven't put in the work to perfect it or get it to the point where you've perfected it enough. Because unless you do it doing uh perfecting your moves um to the point where you've done them enough in sparring, then it's still gonna be a problem. So you want to make sure the moves are perfected and sparring for the fight, to where when you get in there, it's just natural. Up, 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 slip, turn, up, catch, slip, back, and you moving. But if you're not comfortable with that, it definitely needs to be worked on. It definitely needs to be worked on. That's why. So the reason I'm saying is because head movement is one of the most difficult things, pause, in boxing, because you have to anticipate what the person is going to throw. And it's really not that hard. It's really not. The reason why I'm saying is because you practice the same punches every day that you was supposed to know how to defend. It's just that simple. If you practicing them, you should know how to defend them. You slip a one, you slip a two, you roll a three or catch a three. Once you start understanding that, oh, okay, then what do they like to throw after that? They either gonna throw the body shot or they gonna throw an uppercut or a straight. You gotta have your hand in the vicinity to catch that. This is really that simple, and it make it look like you got an unpenetratable defense because your hands are staying. And if they even in the shell, you can boom use the shoulder, can't catch real quick. When you get used to doing that, and you catch the jab, bang, catch the right hand, boom, catch the hook. Then he do something else, you pull back, you roll under, jab. Like that's gonna make you look like you faster than what you are because you have a defense set up to where you have real answers. If you're not used to that, and then you in a fight with an elite, and you get in there, you get to doing this and holding that. That lets me know you're not really comfortable with the head movement. And if you're trying to tip, bang, you're gonna get caught and be looking stupid. You don't want to do that in one of the biggest fights. That's why it's called a game plan. You get in there, you work with it, you stick with the game plan, so you don't get your silly ass smoked in there. And that's just a fact. Okay, just being honest with y'all. And it's boxing, because people be thinking they be knowing, and then they get in there and be getting smoked, and then they be looking crazy. But Benavidez definitely got some work for all three. Ben Bivol, not so necessary, because if you already coming from 68, that means you really not a 75 pounder. Bivol is a puncher, and David Benavidez does not have defense. You got to really slip, 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 bro. You really got to work on that. You need to hire me so I could teach him how to do it. Because it takes work to learn how to slip like that. You just got to practice it over and over again. Slip, slip, pull, drop, roll, slip, roll. And once things start getting out of control, then you keep the hands up and you start catching them and blocking it. You see how I'm blocking? Like that's how you block a uppercut. Bang, then you block the hook because they usually go uppercut hook. You seen Tevin Farmer just knock somebody out with that. If you know how to catch it, you would just be like bang, bang, roll it, roll the right hand. You know what I'm saying? That those things matter. You got to know what you're doing. Those things matter. That's how you not get smoked in there for real. I have two number nines, a number nine large and a number six with an extra dip, and a number seven two 45 one with cheese and large. What are you talking about? You're just talking. Niggas just be on here to talk. Anyway, we will move on. Listen, make sure that you watch that. That's gonna be a good scrap. But as far as Connor Ben and Tank, he's gonna stop cuz. He's gonna stop him. That's just that. It's gonna be a stoppage. A stoppage. It's gonna be a stoppage, buddy. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't stop Connor Ben to the guts. Definitely to the head. But to the guts, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Them body shots be serious. And Tank definitely got a good hook and a left hand. So it don't really matter. You're gonna and he's sharp. Definitely sharp in there. It's gonna be some work. It's gonna be some work. See, when I find somebody who really want to take boxing serious, these guys are not hard to beat. You got to know what moves to use from what fighters. You know what I mean? Because not every fighter, some fighters, due to their attributes, whether they short and stocky, whether they tall and lanky, they got things that they can't do. And all you have to do is be able to neutralize their good things and then make them do other things. Telling you, it'd be a problem. It'd be a problem. Be a problem. Certain moves and when you get to moving certain ways, fighting people certain distances, it really makes a difference. It really makes a difference when you start keeping people at certain ranges and then you see what they can do. Or then when you stay up on them close, you see what's going on. Like they get to getting desperate trying to throw all these hard shots to keep you up off of them, and then they can't do nothing. Yeah, believe me, I'm telling you, I done been in there. I done seen like different types of fighters. It don't matter if they Russian or whatever they are. Like the thing is, everybody got something that makes them uncomfortable. You got to be willing to do it. Once you realize that they out of their comfort zone, you start taking advantages of them being uncomfortable, especially in boxing.